Hey, Chuck.
Yeah.
When we go to break, when you hear me go to break, turn this button all the way down each time. That way nobody can hear. Yeah, nobody can hear what we're saying that way.
Okay.
That's your biggest responsibility.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, got it.
Go ahead. I'm going to turn it down right now because I'm going to check. And welcome to tonight's broadcast, everyone. Rod Tompkins here at the home of the Hornets, Chillicothe High School on 810 WHBTV.com. Again, Rod Tompkins alongside my good buddy, longtime broadcast partner, Chuck Haney. Chuck, the girls' game here in sectional play went the way of the Lynn County Lady Mustangs. They played some good basketball tonight.
Really, that had to be a big surprise by winning by the margin that they won by. They played very well, came out ready and focused, and just put it to Norman. We got a big one coming up here. A couple of former CLAA rivals, tying Avalon and Meadville High School. And we want to run the lineups for you first of all, the starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome again to Chillicothe High School for tonight's State High School Activity Association
number 3,
sectional
Jacob
basketball
Huffman.
contest.
Number 11, Lane Matthews. Number 13, Zane Kinsella. Number 21, Dylan Rucker. And number 31, Max Sinclair. For the Meadville Eagles, it'll be Cade Chiplett, number 5. The regular lineup that's been here all season long. P.J. Smith, a junior. Dylan Dalton Parker, a junior. Number 22, Blake Kirkholder is junior at number 25, and Colton Fleetwood, a senior at number 45. We're getting ready for the official introduction of the starting lineups right now. Almost before a full house right here at Chillicothe High School, Rod Tompkins.
No doubt about it, a full and a loud house here this evening, and it's going to be a fun one. Really looking forward to it. Got another great game going on over on another channel here on 810 WHB-TV. A good game between the Benton Cardinals and the Chillicothe Lady Hornets. That was a 4-point game at last check. The Benton Cardinals leading the Lady Hornets 22-18 at last check. We'll update folks on that one. Chuck's already hit you folks with the starting lineup. This big sectional game between former conference rivals, like you said, Chuck, on paper, this one doesn't necessarily shape up to be the greatest battle. I know you've seen this kind of Avalon team recently. They're playing very well.
They really have. From about mid-season on, they really played well. They come into tonight's game with a record of 17 wins and 12 losses. They won the CLA conference title, the conference tournament, and came back and won the district title and moved on up here to Chillicothe to the first round of postseason play. So, yes, you are correct. They're playing very well at the right time of the season.
And we're just about set for action here. Bill Schaefer handling the duties here for on the PA tonight. Got a veteran crew of officials, it looks like, as well. And we're just about set to get things tipped off. I'm sure it'll be Colton Friesner jumping things up for the Eagles. My guess probably going to be Lane Matthews that'll jump center here for the Tiny Avalon Dragons. We'll find out shortly.
This is the third meeting between these two schools. In the first meeting, it was all Meadville by about 36 points. The last time they met, it was Meadville by 12 points. So we'll see what happens tonight here on a neutral floor for both teams. The first round of Class 1 sectional play. And we're ready to play basketball.
Hey, maybe the only thing I get right all night, Chuck, but at least I got the two guys that are jumping it up right.
You did, and you said that, correct. Well, we got a few seats over in the far side, but a great crowd from Meadville and Tiny Avalon on hand.
I tell you what, it's a sea of green on that side, a sea of purple on this side.
Sure is.
A lot of the folks hanging around from the girls' game as well. Tip going to be controlled. We're not sure yet. Going to be controlled by the Eagles. Colton Friesner ends up with it. He's going to go down the right side of the lane, off the glass. No good. Cade Shiflett there for the weak side rebound. Out top to Schmitz. Schmitz, jump stop. Leaves it. That's a beautiful pass right there. Schmitz to Friesner. Meadville up 2-0.
Schmitz with the assist, and what a layup by Friesner after catching the pass.
No doubt. He showed the good hustle, helping control the tip. Ran the floor well. Got down there to receive that pass. He got rewarded.
So let's see how Tiny Avalon answers here. Of course, Jacob Huffman is a force inside. And that was Zane Kinsella. And we're tied at 2 with 7:17 to go in the first quarter.
That's a fact in Cade Shiflett off to Dalton Palmer. Palmer sporting a new haircut out there tonight.
I noticed that.
Must be in honor of his dad, Johnny, a member of our nation's armed forces, I'm guessing.
I saw Johnny earlier, too, so.
Friesner, Palmer, 10-footer on the baseline, it's good.
Friesner the assist, Palmer the basket. It's 4-2, and Palmer and Friesner have given the Eagles a quick lead here. 6:49 to go.
Hey, thanks to former Chillicothe Hornet standout soccer player that's going to be here helping us, Bryce Griffin, running the camera tonight, doing a nice job. Been down played some collegiate soccer down at Central Methodist, I believe, attending NCMC at this point, but really glad to have Bryce along and appreciate his help. Palmer, his three on the way. It rattles home.
Well, it was in and out, and then it was back in.
Rick Larson's seated up. He wants a timeout. Meadville leads it 7-2. Back with more right after this here on 810 WHB TV. Pink League Baseball is right around the corner, and the Chillicothe Mudcats will soon begin their 14th season at Schaefer Memorial Park, the summer home of 55 Major League Baseball draftees.
Yeah, and you can watch the Mudcats this year on Mudcat TV.
And expect more fun at the ballpark, more prizes, more games, more promotions, and play baseball bingo once a week.
And, of course, collegiate baseball at its finest.
The season begins May 30th versus the Spooner Wisconsin Bandits. Walmart and their support of high school students and student athletes is unwavering, and they want to take this opportunity to congratulate those teams who have completed their seasons on their accomplishments this year and wish those still playing continued success in. Back here at Chillicothe High School, Rod Tompkins and Chuck Haiti. Meadville out in front, 7-2.
That comes virtue of Palmer and Friesner and Coach Cade Shiflett.
Eagles come out of the paint with it. TJ Schmitz, left hand dribble left side off to Palmer. Goes mid lane to Cade Shiflett. They'll sure take that shot every time. Cade came up a little short on that one though. 7-2 Meadville. Here come the Dragons with it. Dylan Rucker. Fresh off an MVP performance in his district tournament down in District 12, isn't that correct?
It was the CLA tournament.
Oh, the CLAA tournament. I know he had a fine district tournament as well. Dalton Palmer brings it up. Skip pass, almost an errant pass. Cade Shiflett ends up with it. Spin move into the lane. Leaves it for Schmitz, far corner. On its way. That's normally money, but a miss there. Friesner hustles after the rebound. Last touch by the Eagles.
I almost said nothing but net, because you're exactly right. When he's in that corner and he gets set, it's three. Didn't happen that time. maybe hurried it a little bit.
Here comes Tina Avalon with it. Still Rucker works it out between the rings with the between-the-leg dribble and goes right side with it. Far corner, right elbow now. Looked to be a strong move. Right there from Lane Matthews. He ends up dribbling it off his foot. We thought out of bounds. They say it's last touch by one of the Eagles, though.
Yeah, it may have been looking a little bit different down there than it did up here. Speaking of Palmer, there's his dad standing down there on the baseline.
Grandfather Gary Palmer sat right next to me at the Novinger game. I was going to about put him to work that night.
That was a little bit short by Max Sinclair.
Shiflett off to Schmitz. Didn't hit his first three. He shot at a clip of over 50% for the season so far, Chuck.
Well, they've got a lot of three-point shooters. They got a lot of guns.
But Burkholder couldn't get that one to drop. The long, lean junior. They'll still take that shot. If they can get it into the paint there, he's got a nice soft shot, maybe a baby hook here and there, and he had a nice game against Novinger in that district final as well. Rucker leaves it for Matthews. His shot erased by Cade Shiflett, and he maintains possession of it. Shiflett races down the floor, left side. Too strong. Burkholder was there for the stick-back attempt. He's fouled on it. Blake Burkholder, the number 5 man, the post player for the Eagles, heads to the stripe.
Foul's number 13, Zane
Foul is
Kinsella.
on Zane Kinsella. That's his first. That's the first team foul of the ball game right now. Kinsella does it, and at the line goes Blake Burkholder.
Burkholder drains it. Eagles squad full of good free throw shooters.
Here comes the super sub for the Tina Avalon Dragons. That'd be Jonathan O'Neill. Got a little basketball blood in his system. Grandfather Merle O'Neill, a great player down to Bogard. Got them both.
Burkholder gets them both. The Eagles 2 of 2 from the line. They lead it by 7, 9-2 our score. 4:11 to go here in the first. Rod Tompkins, Chuck Haney, Bryce Griffin. I almost said Blake Griffin. I don't think he can throw dunks down quite like Blake.
No, Blake's busy.
Couldn't get it in the lane. That was Jonathan O'Neill. You told me what a nice player he is. I've seen him a couple times this year, and he is definitely a good one. I tell you what, Coach Larson's got a good group coming. They're pretty young, Chuck.
Yes, they are.
Friesner, that one. A nice little drop step move, gets it around. Nobody between him and the glass. And Friesner, the senior, lays it up and in.
I don't know how you're going to stop Friesner and Burkholder down low. If they get the inside outside game going, they're going to be tough, real tough.
Well, yeah, real tough because they've got that fine group of three-point shooters. Blake Burkholder says, get that stuff out of here.
Well, that's the second block for Meadville down underneath, and the first one they didn't come away with, that was on Zane Kinsella. Tina Avalon basketball, playing it in the right side.
Rucker with that baseline inbound, he triggers it.
I know Michael Locke's really got to be disappointed. You could tell in the fourth quarter he just knew it wasn't his night.
That three on the way, well short of the mark. Battle for the rebound. Rucker saves it back in. That shot erased. Friesner got that one. Down the court, Schmitz, left side, and one.
Well, they're in sync, I want to tell you that. You can always tell it when a ball club is ready to play, and Meadville is ready to play basketball in postseason play.
And this is not the kind of three-point play we expect from T.J. Schmitz. He's a long-range bomber, but he's got the old-fashioned variety this time. Timeout on the floor with the Meadville Eagles leading the Tina Avalon Dragons 14-2. 3:14 to go here in this first period of sectional play from Chillicothe. Back with more right after this here on 810 WHB TV. Bank League Baseball is right around the corner, and the Chillicothe Mudcats will soon begin their 14th season at Schaefer Memorial Park, the summer home of 55 Major League Baseball draftees.
Yeah, and you can watch the Mudcats this year on Mudcat TV.
And expect more fun at the ballpark, more prizes, more games, more promotions, and play baseball bingo once a week.
And, of course, collegiate baseball at its finest.
The season begins May 30th versus the Spooner Wisconsin Bandits. Walmart and their support of high school students and student athletes is unwavering, and they want to take this opportunity to congratulate those teams who have completed their seasons on their accomplishments this year and wish those still playing continued success in reaching their respective goals in the playoffs. Save money, live better, Walmart. And we're back here at the home of the Hornets, 14-2. Meadville leads a Tyne Avalon team that kind of has to regroup a little bit. The Eagles off to a hot start against him here. Eerily reminiscent of the game against Hale last year. The inside, that one goes. Friesdale with another block. But there for the stick back, pardon me. Zane Kinsella stuck with that one. And if you're Coach Larson, you like the way your team hung around right there.
Yes, exactly. And
down to the baseline. Going to have a blocking foul on Zane Kinsella. Zane Kinsella, pretty surprised there, but if you're moving and the guy's trying to get around you, you bump him with the body, that's a block every time.
And speaking of Zane Kinsella, he has all 4 of their points so far. It's 14-4 at 2:46.
Another and one. This one's going to be for Colton Friesner. We'll see if Friesner can capitalize. He's already got now 6 points, a chance to make it 7, and the Eagles coming out making a little statement here in sectional play.
Lane Matthews, the Dragons. And Friesner will shoot 1. He already has 6 in the scoring column. Make it 7.
That timeout was number 11, Lane Matthews.
17-4 is the score with 2:43 to go.
Here come the Dragons with it. Rucker brings it up across half court. Going to leave it for Huffman over on the right side. He surveys the defense. Can't get it over the long, lanky Cade Shiflett. They finally get it down low. Back out to Huffman.
They're bothered a little bit by that.
Short of the mark. We'll have a foul on Burkholder this time, it looks like.
Yeah, that was a blocking foul, but it's a good foul because he got the space on the baseline, and he was going to get a layup probably out of it.
It sure looked like it to me, and I'll tell you what, Tyne Avalon, they're really going to have to regroup here quickly. You can't lose the game here in the first quarter, but you can sure put yourself in a tight spot.
Exactly. Jacob Huffman, as I said earlier in the ball game, he could score. He just got his first point in the game. He's got another coming. 2:24 at 17-5. He's going to try to make it a 17-6 ball game. He misses.
Misses that one. Burkholder there to corral the rebound. Here come the Eagles. They look a little more not patient, but like they have a willingness to go ahead and slow it down maybe a little bit. Going to work the offense. And
I don't know if they know what to do with that with a 17-5 lead, how to slow it down.
Friesner kicks it for Schmitz. Probably had an easy hoop. Schmitz all the way to the hoop. Lays it up and in. A little bit of the Olay defense right there. 19-5 Eagles.
A lot of green, a lot of purple. A big house here tonight at Chillicothe High School.
The Dragon faithful going to have to get up on their feet, make some noise for their team, and get the blood pumping as Huffman dribbles out around. That shot up from the right elbow. Couldn't hit it. Rucker. Rebound. Kinsella saves it back in.
And I'll tell you, that was a good save because it was almost in the hands of Palmer.
And it would have quickly headed to the other end of the floor at that juncture.
No question about it.
Rucker goes to the right elbow. Cut off by Palmer. Spin move. He hits it. Nice shot right there.
Dylan Rucker.
Yeah, Dylan Rucker, MVP of the CLA tournament, and he and O'Neal have really been playing well.
Oh, nice left-hand shot by Shiflett. Can't get it. Oh, rebound and the stick back.
So now it's 21-7, and Coach Smith getting ready to send Newland into the ball game.
Logan Newland had a huge game against Novinger. Came in and hit either 8 or 10 late in that ball game, and it was the difference in that one.
Well, he actually, yes, he got 10. You are correct.
Rucker leaves it for Matthews. Blake Burkholder, another block.
That's 3 for him.
Nice change of direction dribble there by Shiflett. Off the glass and good. He made that look easy. 23-7 Eagles.
I'll tell you what, I'm impressed. I mean, having seen Tyne Avalon 3 times, having seen Meadville 4 or 5, I'm impressed. They came out ready to play, Rod Tompkins.
Yes, they do. The 16-point lead for the Eagles. Nice pass to Rucker at the right elbow. And an even better one to Kinsella. Assist to Rucker. The bucket for Kinsella, and they're not giving up, I'll tell you that much, for the Tyne Avalon Dragons. A great and rich basketball tradition there. They do trail it by 14. Cade Shiflett kicks it for Schmitz. Schmitz into the paint. Little hanger. He got it.
TJ Schmitz,
7 in the quarter. After one, a 16-point lead for Meadville. We'll pay the bills. Back with more right after this here on 810 WHB TV.
105.9 The Wave, glorifying him and encouraging you.
Come on and shake, shake, shake like a shake, 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 shake like a shake. You're an overcomer.
It's our goal to be here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your FM dial and on your browser at 1059thewave.com. Give us a try and see how we glorify Him and encourage you.
Just say Jesus.
Back here at the Coliseum, the Field House, whichever you'd like to see it at, or call it at Chillicothe.
Or whatever, but it's a place where they play basketball, and they're having a great time here tonight. They, meaning Meadville.
That's a fact, and to be Dragon basketball here. Crucial that they get a couple of good possessions, maybe a stop here and get themselves back into it. Dump it into Kinsella. Shot too hard. Matthews with a nice tip there, almost saved the possession for his team. Shiflett comes out with it. Right side Schmitz. Into the lane again. A little teardrop. He got it.
Schmitz has got 9 in the ball game. Give the assist there.
To Cade Shiflett, I believe.
To Cade Shiflett, it was. I had to stop and think. Thank you.
It goes to Kinsella. Newland against him. Undersized. Kinsella can't hit it. Colton Friesner with the pull. He dribbles around. Does his best to avoid stepping on Lane Matthews.
And a little bit of elbow, and away he goes.
Nice defense right there. Dylan Rucker, quick hands. Able to get it away from Palmer, who was about to make a move with the ball.
Palmer didn't like that too much either. O'Neal, 15, checks back in. And also checking in for Tyne Avalon is Chase Wooden, number 23. So, and Zane Kinsella will go back in.
I'm surprised we haven't seen Luke Sharan yet, a really nice freshman who's a tall kid who can shoot the ball.
He did not play in the CLA tournament. At least in the championship game. And I'm surprised. I agree with you.
There could be some things behind that, and maybe, I know he is a freshman, but I thought he played all year with the varsity. I could be wrong about that, though.
I'm not sure about that one. So right now it's back to Meadville. They lead it 27-9. Good pass, had the right idea, but a turnover.
Goes up in the hands of Huffman. He gets it off to Dylan Rucker. Huffman fires that one up. Short of the mark. Zane Kinsella cleans up the mess.
Zane Kinsella.
He has 8 of their 11 points, and they've all been at point-blank range.
He's been working hard in the paint. Palmer, a running one-hander, no good. Shiflett there for the air ball rebound. He'll pull it back out and reset the offense.
And, that's knowing your role real quick.
Baby hook out of Blake Burkholder, and that's easy money right there. 29-11. Huffman with it. Right elbow. And they get it back out of there to Rucker, left wing. They lob it in down low. And Blake Burkholder, boy, of all the ones they're going to call a foul on, Chuck, I'd have to say that probably shouldn't have been the one. But Ron Maddox, he knows a thing or two. He was right there on top. I'm guessing it was a body foul.
Had to be.
Number 24.
Because it sure, otherwise, from here up, it looked like a block, right?
And we have eagle eyes, I'll have you know.
Yes, we do. Jonathan O'Neal at the line for the Dragons. Usually he's pretty good there.
Checking in for Tyne Avalon.
Ethan Jenkins comes into the game for the Dragons now.
Little blood there, the Jenkins family, the Jenkins brothers, both played at Tyne Avalon. Missed them both, as a matter of fact. Rebound goes back to Dylan Rucker. Misses that shot, and it's going to be Meadville basketball.
I believe that was another block for Burkholder because he was point-blank range and airballed it. I'm pretty sure Blake Burkholder had to get a finger on that.
If not, there's a lot of intimidation going on. Am I right?
That's right, and of course the Eagles have been kind of blessed with shot blockers over the course of the last 5 years or so. Keaton Duncan there prior, and now a long, lanky player in Burkholder, and going to have a foul on the Dragons. Who'd they get for that one?
I don't know, but it's a good thing they got him because Cade Shiflett had a 3.
It's going to be on Chase Wooden.
Wooden just came into the ball game.
29-11. Meadville leads it. That one, Logan Newland. We'll give him the super sub. He started all year last year, played in the high post, about a 5'9" post player, but I'll tell you what, he's an athletic and strong kid, and he's a clutch player.
31-11 now as we go to the 5:27 mark.
That one goes out of bounds, and it was last touch by Jonathan O'Neal. Logan Newland was right after it, but O'Neal touched it last. Schmidt's with it.
You wouldn't have guessed a 20-point lead this quick in the ball game, would you not? You said it, though.
I knew it could get out of hand. Blake Burkholder, nice footwork, and an even better and soft shot right there. Able to knock that one home.
Lane Matthews getting ready to check back in, but from now on, it's just how many ever that Meadville wants to score. Tyne Avalon is frustrated. They're having a difficult time handling the ball. They're turning it over. Matthews will check back in for Tyne Avalon. Also coming back in is Max Sinclair. So the starters are getting in there for the TA Dragons.
So as folks can see the action, Chuck, I'll take this opportunity to say, whether it's balls and strikes, fouls or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they'd never miss a call intentionally. Keep those things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures, one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message brought to you by your friends at 810 WHB TV and, of course, the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
And we didn't miss a thing. Meadville missed a little short jumper. Tyne Avalon down with a rebound, and it's still 33-11, 4:28 to go.
I'll check in on how things are going over in St. Joseph. The last thing that I saw, Benton and Chillicothe girls tied at 27. We'll give updates on that.
Well, I expected a close game. Look at that. That's NBA range, where Dalton Palmer put that one up. In and out goes the three.
He's got that kind of range. All three of their premier shooters do.
They're going back inside. Lane Matthews doesn't get the roll. And guess what? Zane Kinsella. He has 10 of their 13 points. He's having a giant game, but nobody else is.
Somebody might want to get a body on him, though.
Yes, he's got them all right at point blank. I think that's probably what Coach is thinking about, too. Coach Smith, I mean.
Darren Smith, Drew Nyer, Tony Fairchild, the coaches for Meadville.
Look at that pass by T.J. Smith.
Schmitz to Shiflett.
Oh, my.
Got Cade Shiflett down for 8 in the game now.
You are correct.
Chuck, the unofficial statistician this evening.
Unofficial, official.
Yeah, there we go.
Or official, unofficial, whichever way you want to do it.
They both work.
All right.
That's a nice move by Rucker. He left it for Kinsella. Would have been another easy bucket had he handled that pass.
It sure would have. Look here on the break.
Palmer never had to put it on the floor. That's another assist to T.J. Schmitz.
Well, you know, it's 37-13, and you just play basketball now, Rod Tompkins. That's all you do.
Certainly the Dragons nothing to lose. They just need to let it all hang out and let it fly.
Yep, that's exactly right. And almost had the ball taken away again over there, Zane Kinsella in the corner. Bad pass, but recovered there by Rucker.
34-30 Chillicothe in that district game from St. Joseph against St. Joe Benton.
That is a little bit of good news. Put back again. That's Lane Matthews.
He's an athletic kid. I like the way he plays.
You know that all of their points, except the free throw, came at point blank range.
A little swing into the elbows there. That's probably not going to be tolerated, I would guess.
That'll get you a foul real quick. 2:08 to go. It's 37-15. And it's TA basketball.
Too many folks in between to make that pass right there. That's dangerous anytime you try to go across the lane. Timeout on the floor. Coach Smith wants to talk things over as his Eagles lead Tyne Avalon 37-15. 1:56 to go here in the first half. Back with more right after this here on 810 WHB TV.
Golf season is right around the corner. Make Green Hills Golf Course in Chillicothe your first choice for play. The course offers large, sweeping greens and forgiving fairways and makes for an enjoyable round for players of all skill levels. We also offer a full-service golf shop, stocking Nike Golf, Bridgestone, Titleist, and FootJoy products. The course also conducts golf club fittings using the Mizuno golf fitting system. Be sure to check us out on Facebook by searching Chillicothe Golf or on Twitter at Golf Chillicothe. You can also check out the website, greenhillsgolfcourse.com, or call 660-646-6669.
Welcome back, Rod Tompkins, Chuck Haney, Bryce Griffin bringing you the game from Chillicothe High School sectional play. The winner of this game to take on either Community or the Marion County Mustangs.
Community has both teams, I think, in there, do they not?
Right. I know the boys beat Glasgow. Logan Newland.
Logan Newland for 2.
Off the bench, he's now got 4 here in the second quarter. It's 39-15 as the rout continues here after the 30-second timeout by Meadville. Ethan Jenkins.
Ethan Jenkins, that's a nice-looking shot right there.
It was, and Tina Evelyn has 8 points in this quarter. They haven't given up.
Meadville
in there.
Meadville out in front by 22. Newland works it down the right side of the lane, kicks it back out to Palmer. Palmer, little 16-footer, he got it.
Dalton Palmer.
I mean, when you see shots like that with nothing but net, they have it on. I mean, they're right on.
Right, the always tough mid-range jumper right there. Air ball rebound comes down to Cade Shiflett.
What is that?
I have a little issue, got tied up with Dylan Rucker, and a little nice show of sportsmanship. These kids have known each other a long time, played a lot of basketball against one another, and I tell you what, Dylan Rucker's going to pick up a foul there. Dylan Rucker, a good player who, I tell you what, he had the misfortune of a lot of his career. He played a lot of basketball, but he played there with guys like Logan Homer and the Johnson kid, and of course Grossman and those guys. He didn't get a lot of playing time early. That's a nice pass right there. Tyler Dinsmore off the bench with the assist to Cade Shiflett. And he is a player that has came along leaps and bounds this year, and he'll be a vital part of this team next year, and he gets good minutes now.
Well, you know, the only guy they lose off of this ball club is Friesen.
And, of course, when you're talking a 6'3" kid in Class 1 basketball, that's a huge loss.
Yes, it is. You are correct.
Runner from Jenkins, short of the mark. Cade Shiflett pulls down what has to be close to his 10th rebound.
I should have kept those from the very beginning, too.
A hanger, can't get it. Rebound comes down to Rucker after it skimmed the rim.
We may turn into backyard basketball here in a minute.
Should be fun to watch anyway. Tip to Matthews. He's fouled on the shot attempt. He will go to the line. I tell you what, he's an explosive, athletic kid. If you watch him closely, Chuck, he can really jump, and he doesn't mind exerting a little force out there on the court as well.
That's his second, the third team foul at the line. Shooting 2, Lane Matthews.
Just got it here ahead of halftime, and it's going to be kind of a quiet halftime. It's kind of quiet right now here in the gym, is it not?
It is a bit on the quiet side.
Well, with a 43-17 game, it's probably going to be, right?
That is a fact. As I check in, 37-37, Chillicothe and Benton. I don't know if that's the end of the regulation, but they're in a timeout at this point or at the end of a quarter. 37-37. Schmitz, 26-footer, off the mark at the buzzer.
And there you have it.
Here at the half, our score is the Meadville Eagles 43, the Tina Avalon Dragons 17. We'll take kind of a long little break, get our scoring together, come back the other side of that, and bring you all the stats, talk a little bit about what we expect in the second half. Meadville up big at halftime, 43-17. Back with more after this break here on 810 WHB TV.
Whatever you require for audio, video, and broadcast solutions, it's Professional Video Supply. PVS is a leading supplier and integrator of pro video and audio gear for the Midwest. For the boardroom, worship, production houses, medical facilities, TV stations, and sports networks, PVS has it. Canon, Sony, Yamaha, Sharp, and hundreds of others. From a single camera or touchscreen display to an entire TV studio, remember Professional Video Supply, the official video source for 810 WHB TV at pvskc.com. pvskc.com.
See what a smile can do. A helpful smile for you.
Whatever it takes to make you happy, that's our promise.
And that's my job.
Whatever it takes.
And that's something to smile about.
The words warm and friendly and the word taxes don't seem to go together, do they? But there is one place where those words do go together. And if you've ever dealt with the certified public accountants at Lockridge, Constant & Conrad, you already know that. From the moment you meet Jill at the front desk until your questions are answered or your tax computations are done, you get a definite feeling that the folks at Lockridge, Constant & Conrad want to help you. Come see for yourself at 448 Washington in Chillicothe or call 646-6911 for an appointment. Or check out their other 2 locations in Trenton and Princeton. Lockridge, Constant and Conrad, LLC.
Whether it's a birthday, anniversary, or just to show someone special that you care, give the gift that keeps on giving. Precious jewelry from Lauhoff Jewelry. Surprisingly affordable and always to be treasured, a gift of diamonds and gold will provide years of enjoyment for the ones you love. Lauhoff Jewelry has 2 locations to serve you. See us in the Williams Shopping Center in Trenton and on the west side of the square, downtown Chillicothe.
It's special Lauhoff's jewelry and gifts.
A drastic situation calls for drastic action. Recent winter weather and heavy snowfall has left major furniture manufacturers overstocked. Now they must clear out huge amounts of inventory immediately. Clark's Furniture in Chillicothe agreed to sell off their overstocks at greatly reduced prices and is now conducting a massive one-time weather emergency sale. But time is running out. This is a major opportunity to use your tax refund to save on a huge selection of name brand furniture and mattresses, all at savings of up to 50% off. You may never ever see leading furniture and mattress makers like Flexsteel, Lazy Boy, Broyhill, Ashley, and Serta at prices like this again. Before time runs out, find recliners from just $188. Buy a select dining room group and receive a 24-piece dinnerware set, a $140 value, absolutely free. And take advantage of closeout prices on Serta iComfort and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Your tax refund dollars go further at Clark's. Don't wait. These are the final days of the weather emergency sale at Clark's Furniture in Chillicothe.
My name is Marion Harder. My wife Sue Rose and I have been a part of this community since 1950, and we've been coming to Chillicothe Ford for the last 30 years. I guess you could say I am old school and like it when things are done right the first time and done in a timely fashion, and this is why, in my mind, Chillicothe Ford is a dealership for me. They are not the biggest car dealer, but I learned when I was dealing in Kansas City that bigger is not always better from a customer service perspective. Their service is top-notch, and the Tranthams deal with integrity. But don't take my word for it. Drop by Chillicothe Ford today and see for yourself.
It takes money to make money, a familiar expression said many times over. This is Cayena at BTC Bank, where we can lend you the money you need. Money for ag operations, cars, boats, new roofs, new homes, new businesses, and new dreams. BTC Bank with the locations in Bethany, Gallatin, Albany, Pattonsburg, Chillicothe, Lamoni, and our newest location in Carrollton. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Community minded, just like you.
Congratulations to all the basketball teams going to district. Rock on.
Congratulations!
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 Congrats! Congratulations!
Congratulations to all the basketball teams who are going to districts.
Congratulations.
No, now it's a banana.
Are you needing personal attention from your bank? If so, come by the Bank of Brookfield, Purton, and Meadville, where they'll welcome you with their friendly service. Ask about their personalized checking accounts, savings accounts, CDs, internet banking, and free bill pay. They have 4 locations for your convenience: Meadville, Brookfield, Purton, and Winnigan. Check them out online at www.bankbp.com. The Bank of Brookfield, Purton, proudly serving our communities since 1894. Meadville. PC's Workwear, located at 24 South Washington Street in Chillicothe, has a great company philosophy: supply quality workwear that meets the toughest budget. At PC's Workwear, they have scrub tops, pants, sets, prints, solids, and you can also mix and match sizes. They have thousands of different options. They take pride in having the largest scrub selection in north central Missouri, with pricing that's 20 to 50% less than any of their competitors. PC's Workwear is locally owned and operated. To find out more, stop by the store at 24 South Washington in Chillicothe. People depend on you. You can depend on us. Lewis Hybrids. Ron Bowyer is your Lewis Hybrids dealer in Meadville, and he delivers year-round service. For more information on Lewis Hybrids, contact Ron Bowyer at 660-752-7845. Lewis Hybrids. Mr. Bill's Barbecue and Catering Service of Hamilton, Missouri is a proud supporter of the Meadville Alumni Game. Let us cater your next special event. We do weddings, banquets, business meetings, and family reunions. You have a party? We'll cater it. You've had the rest, now try the best. Mr. Bill's Barbecue and Catering, 816-583-4807 or 816.
And we're back here at Chillicothe High School where the Meadville Eagles have put on a clinic here in the first half. They lead it by 26. Chuck's got the scoring. Run it down for us, my friend.
Well, they had 25 in the first quarter and added 18 more in the second quarter. And, of course, the guns, it was spread around. Cade Shiplet with 3 buckets and 6 points. T.J. Smith with 7. Dalton Palmer had a 3, and it was big at the time. Blake Burkholder a couple of free throws. And Colton Friesner had 3 field goals and free throws. So you've got 6, 7, 7, 2, and 3. And then in the second quarter, Logan Newland comes off of the bench and gets a couple of buckets. Cade Shiplet adds 2 more. Smith's 1. Dalton Palmer adds a couple of layups. And Burkholder 2 baskets. So there you have the 18 in the second quarter. It's 43-17 at halftime. Here as it's been nothing but Meadville Eagles from start to finish as they jumped out to a 9-0 lead.
Just about a minute 40 here to go. During the halftime period, the Eagles and the Dragons about ready to get back to the action. And I'll tell you what, we sat among the sea of Meadville Eagle purple here tonight. I tried to buy my broadcast partner a bottle of water. The Meadville faithful would have none of that. One of the members and one of the people that made this broadcast possible, brought to you in part by the Rance and Shauna Shipland family. Your water also brought to you in part by the same people.
Oh, there you go. And I'm waiting on that. Zane Kinsella was a big story for Tyne Avalon. He had 10 of their points, 10 of their 17 in the first half. Nobody else even close. Matthews had a bucket. Jacob Huffman had a free throw. Dylan Rucker had a bucket. And Ethan Jenkins had a bucket. So here we go with the third quarter. All Tyne Avalon, 43-17. They lead it. We lost a few folks at halftime.
Yes, we did. And also want to check in on that Chillicothe Hornets score here for you momentarily. They're in a timeout at this time. At last check, the Hornets led it 41-40. Now 42-41 Benton with right at a minute left. Inbounding the ball over the far sideline, the Meadville Eagles' Dalton Palmer.
So Meadville gets the basketball. They have the big lead. And if they just take care of things, why, they punched their ticket to Kirksville on Saturday for about a 2:30 ball game, if I remember right. Maybe 3.
I believe that is correct. That pass, Huffman got a hand on it. Palmer there to go secure it, however, and the Eagles maintain possession. Doesn't look to me like they're trying to do a whole lot offensively. That shot from the right elbow by Friesner, no good. That rebound comes down to the guy that's really been the man for Tyne Avalon in Zane Kinsella.
And he really has. He's been on the boards. He's led them in scoring.
Again, still in a timeout over in St. Joe. Benton leads Chillicothe 42-41 right at the 1 minute mark. What a ball game that's got to be.
Oh, it's got to be a great game. We had a foul on Friesner. That's his first team foul. And of course, Zane Kinsella's at the line. He's their leading scorer with 10. It was in and out. It was there.
It fooled you for a second, buddy. 26-point lead for Meadville. Kinsella, his second one. That one rims off as well, and Colton Friesner there to pull it down. That's Shiflett now with the basketball. That pass, a little ill-advised, but you can take a few chances with a 26-point lead.
Well, and, you know, they're going to do what they have to do right now. And that's just go out on the floor, play basketball, and do the things you've been doing all year long, right?
That's absolutely right. Get out there and do the things you practice every day, and things will turn out the right way. Blake Burkholder, another block. This time Zane Kinsella was the victim of that block. Schmitz, left side. Before he gets the shot up, he was going to come to a little jump stop and try to shoot it. Foul before the shot, though.
Fouls on number 31, Max Sinclair, his first.
That's their first team foul. And each team with one team foul here in 6:41. And
Colton Friesner with an easy bucket. First points here in the second half for the Eagles. The Dragons yet to score. A minute and a half in.
Kind of a slow game.
Rucker gives it off to Huffman.
And why hurry, right?
No question.
Ketchup isn't going to do it either. Rucker
has it blocked by Burkholder again. He's been a beast defensively here this evening.
I wish we had kept Box and rebounds because he's got a bushel basket full of both.
Well, that's like a whole parcel of them then, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a bunch. It really is. Good teamwork. They moved the ball.
Friesner with a nice fake, goes strong to the rim and comes down a little bit odd on his ankle, and I'd expect to see him out of the game. Logan Newman probably going to check in and give him a little break. Colton came down kind of funny on that one.
Here comes Luke Sharan right now.
Sharan going to get him some playing time here in this big matchup. Still 42-41 over in St. Joe.
Number 24, Logan Newman.
I hope he didn't hurt that too bad. Saturday's not very far away. Going to put some ice on it.
Unfortunately, it's not an extremely quick turnaround. He ran down the floor pretty well after it happened, but I'm sure just a precautionary measure there for Coach Smith. Also want to thank Dee and Jeannie Friesner for their contribution to the broadcast here this evening. That would be Colton Friesner's grandparents, great people, grew up right around them over there south of Meadville.
DJ Smith's trying to do maybe a little bit too much there.
Also another Eagle, Ryan Young's grandparents as well.
Another block. This one is by Burkholder.
I know this much. He's got 3 in the last 2.5 minutes.
You are correct. I don't think they want to take it in there, do you?
Palmer takes that one, leaves it for Burkholder. Assist to Dalton Palmer. An easy bucket for Burkholder.
Good move by Dalton. That's it. They share the ball. It's called teamwork, chemistry, right?
That's right. They've been playing together a long time. No selfishness. There's another block. 4 in less than 3 minutes.
All here in the third quarter. Are you believing that?
Palmer's 3 from the far corner. Too hard. Burkholder showed his smarts right there. Could have picked up a cheap foul trying to get that rebound. He just stuck his hand straight up, backed off of him, and didn't pick up that cheap foul. And that's a sign of there's a foul by Dylan Rucker. He saved the layup by that foul.
Yeah, he really did because he was long gone. No question about it. Luke Sharan, a freshman, we were talking about him, checked in just a few minutes ago. Jonathan O'Neill, a sophomore, checks back in. They've got some youngsters. They're going to be decent.
And Sharan goes about 6'5", 6'9" with the hair, but he can shoot it too. He's a talented kid. Palmer, this fall away, rattles home.
Well, Meadville has outscored him 8-0 here in the third quarter, and it's 51-17. He's probably going to empty the bench in the fourth quarter, wouldn't you imagine?
Oh, I'd imagine so. Not the start that Coach Larson was looking for. There's a nice bucket by Jacob Huffman.
He can do that, and that is the first basket other than Lane Matthews here in the first 3 quarters, other than the ones by Zane Kinsella.
Baseline drive, reverse layup, Logan Newman.
Getting some playing time. Brian Avalon's going to take another timeout. And I imagined 3:58 to go. He may let him go the rest of this quarter, and then I bet you see a lot of people play in the fourth quarter.
I'd have to agree. You know, Nelson and his crew at Butterfield Associates Grain in Meadville are your full-service ag professionals. Whether it's seed, feed, fertilizer, or custom spray application, they have the product or the answer for you. They also have a certified crop advisor on staff. So for all your ag-related needs, call Butterfield Associates Grain at 660-938-4116 or check them out online at butterfieldgrain.com. While we're in this timeout, we'll check in on how things are going for the Lady Hornets over in St. Joe. Well, the score not up currently, but it's a 1-point game. I see one of the Lady Hornets at the stripe. I believe that's Haley Jones at the line, if I'm seeing things correctly. Actually, I think it's going to be Maggie Graves, looks like, shooting free throws for him at this juncture.
And it's a 1-point game, huh?
Yes, it is, at last check. We're just about back to action here at Meadville. At Chillicothe, Meadville, and Tide Avalon. Trying to do about 9 different things there at the same time. And
hey, we're doing all right. And we certainly want to thank all of the fine sponsors that have been aboard.
Yes, we do. We'll catch up with a few more of them. They include good folks like TP's Barbershop. And that's a nice pass on the interior, but they can't capitalize. Rucker in there to get that one. Can't get it either. Can't get that one. Cade Shipley finally says, if you guys are going to make that, I'll take it.
Took it all the way down, and I thought he might go on in with the layout.
Schmitz with the runner. In a closer game, he might have been rewarded with the free throw. He got knocked to the floor, but a no call. He does get the bucket, though. Does the left-handed junior point guard.
And it's 55-19 with 3:19 left in the third quarter.
Meadville substitution back into the game. Tyler Dinsmore. A well-deserved rest right there for Blake Burkholder. So Dinsmore will come in, get even more valuable minutes in a big game. And like I said, he's a kid who's made huge strides in his game this season.
Looks like that, he's going to insert them one at a time and keep a little bit of the flow in there, right?
That it looks like it to me. Cade Shiflett can't get that one. Logan Newen takes it away from Big Luke Sharan. Newen, I'll tell you what, he's been a man possessed the last couple games.
He has. And he's got 6 points off of the bench.
That's his third. The 13th foul at the line. Shooting 2, Logan Newland.
So he's got 3 baskets. Has Logan coming in off the bench, misses the free throw. 55-19.
Still not over in St. Joe. Currently 45-41. St. Joe Benton over the Lady Hornets.
Oh, wow. Didn't want to hear that.
Logan Newland able to hit that free throw.
I had a good feeling about that ball game. I really did. And playing on a neutral floor because they just lost to him by 6 last time. I guess Coach Larson has decided to go with some of the younger players, and he's got them out there.
Steal from Palmer. Gets it back into Dinsmore. Schmitz will slow his team down a little. Cade Shiflett gets it. Hangs down on the left block, and it falls.
Cade Shiflett.
So we've had 6 people score for Meadville this quarter, and it's 58-19, the biggest lead of the game. That is going to be a clock runner, right?
That is what it looks like to me, is the mercy rule in effect here. Palmer heads down. Boy, he had a pretty clear path down the left side lane, dribbling off his knee, Chuck. One of the few mistakes we've seen out of the Eagles here tonight.
Boy, I smell something good from the concession stand, whatever it is.
Well, they should be bringing you some of that. Matter of fact, they should be bringing us both. 46-42 over in St. Joe now, so try to keep folks abreast of that situation, as that game certainly a little closer than what we got going on here.
By a bunch.
Sharan lobs it in down low. It's a good pass. Oh, the freshman there with a nice touch on that lob pass.
Freshman to a sophomore. O'Neal gets it. And Sharan gets the assist.
The future of Tide Avalon basketball right there.
Yes, sir. You are correct. Going to be somebody big.
Well, we have the president of Meadville basketball. Their 6th man, Logan Newland, gets another bucket. I've got him down for 9 points here in this one, Chuck.
You're exactly right. How are you doing that, buddy?
I'm not sure.
1:28 to go, and 60-21. So it's about like the first time that they played. You know what? When they won by 32, I think.
This one currently 39. A steal. Newland with the deflection. Schmitz with the steal. And it's 3 on the way. Oh, didn't buy it. He don't miss many either.
No.
That one was wide open.
In and out. And he's already got 11 points in the game. Does Schmitz.
One of the most prolific three-point shooters in Class 1 basketball. Dylan Rucker.
Tide Avalon with 6 points this quarter. They've been outscored 17-6.
Rucker playing what's going to be the last game of his fine career at Tide Avalon.
And they will close out if things continue as they are at 17-13. Still not bad. They came along late in the season. Nick's got something to build on next year. Nick Larson, the coach. Former William Jewell standout, for Coach Larry Holly.
I tell you what, that one big man, anytime he walks in the room, looks like it's an eclipse.
Big enough to go bear hunting with a stick and give the bear the stick, right?
Right, that's what I would think. I won't question his coaching much, I can tell you that.
Waiting for the last shot, and here it comes right now.
Shiflett spins in the move twice, hangs, and hits it.
2-pointer.
Ran the clock down. It's 62-23 after 3. And I don't know what you say.
Not a lot to say, other than the Eagles are out in front. They're out in front big, a 39-point lead for them here in this one. We're going to take a quick little break back the other side of that with the fourth quarter from here in Chillicothe on 810 WHB TV.
Mink League Baseball is right around the corner, and the Chillicothe Mudcats will soon begin their 14th season at Schaefer Memorial Park, the summer home of 55 Major League Baseball draftees.
Yeah, and you can watch the Mudcats this year on Mudcat TV.
And expect more fun at the ballpark, more prizes, more games, more promotions, and play baseball bingo once a week.
And, of course, collegiate baseball at its finest.
The season begins May 30th versus the Spooner Wisconsin Bandits. Walmart and their support of high school students and student athletes is unwavering, and they want to take this opportunity to congratulate those teams who have completed their seasons on their accomplishments this year and wish those still playing continued success in reaching their respective goals in the playoffs. Save money, live better, Walmart.
105.9 The Wave. Glorifying him and encouraging you.
Come on and shake, shake, shake like a shake, 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 shake like a shake.
Back here at Chillicothe High School, where this sectional game has been decided after 3, a 39-point lead for Meadville.
And it'll be the mercy rule will be in effect, a continuous clock now with that score, leading by 39.
Sharan with it. He gets the ball off to number 33, Cooper Heckman, who's into the game. That shot no good. Shiflett clears the rebound out. Meadville's got Ryan Young into the game now. Tyler Dinsmore, another sub that's in the game, along with Logan Newland. So 3 bench players currently on the floor for Coach Smith's team.
And he'll get the other folks in there. He's got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they'll all play, I'll guarantee you.
That's
everybody
right.
but Corzette, and he cannot play.
Right, of course, for the Rec, and he would have been a player who would have played in every single Meadville game this year as a senior. Of course, he's recovering pretty well now from that car accident. Former Eagle Derek Smith and also Mason Keel, another former Eagle involved in the Rec earlier this year. They're making a recovery as well. Logan Newland hits another one. I don't think he can miss here in the postseason.
Well, Logan now has a total of 11 points. He might lead the team. No, that's Cade Shiflett.
I'll tell you,
14.
Tell you what, you weren't going to sneak him up on Marion County if they end up playing them, because he had a huge game against them. 8 big points last year. He gets the steal, leaves it for Palmer. He has to go back and recover it. But Newland, I guarantee you, their scouts here. They're not going to sneak their 6th man past anybody the game he's having.
No, not a bit. And he did it as soon as he hit the floor. Oh, got in a little difficult spot there, did Ryan Young.
Just a freshman. Of course, his brother Lee Young.
That's the important thing, isn't it?
Lee Young was a fine player at Meadville, and
Number 22, Dalton.
I'm not sure what the words were between Coach Larson and Coach Smith. They appeared to be amicable as near as I could tell out near half court. And I believe he's probably, like I said, it was amicable. And we have a huge round of applause for the Eagles coming off the floor. Dalton Palmer, Cade Shiflett.
Sean Muck, a junior, number 20, checks in. And also checking in over there is
Jonathan O'Neill.
Joe Martin.
Jonathan O'Neill with the bucket. I'll tell you what, you may not have heard much about Sean Muck. That kid's a great athlete, too. He, as a sophomore last year, long jumped over 19 feet. That's pretty good in Class 1.
That is very good to go over 19 feet. It really is.
That's Martin on the baseline. Joel Martin, another sophomore. And I'll tell you what, these kids all going against the first team all the time in practice. And one of the reasons things just continue going well for Coach Smith and the Meadville Eagles.
Tiny Avalon's getting ready to empty the bench too. So it's going to be reserves against reserves.
Going to be a block on Tyler Dinsmore, and Zane Kinsella going to head to the stripe now.
No. Well, I thought
Tyler Dinsmore, it's his first.
Yeah, I guess so.
Substitution in for Meadville. Number 50.
You got to keep us up to date. All these subs coming in for the Dragons now, Chuck.
Right now.
Number 3, Jacob Huffman. And number 21, Dylan
Well,
Rucker.
Huffman's coming back in, and he's not a sub. And, of course, also Dylan Rucker is in there, and he's not a sub. But 53 that's Ethan Jenkins. He was in earlier in the ball game. Lane Matthews is back in. So some of the starters are in there.
For Meadville, 3 juniors, a sophomore, and a freshman on the floor.
3 juniors, a sophomore, and a freshman. Joe Myers also checked in for Tina Avalon, number 50. It's 66-25. The clock continues to roll as we head towards 4 minutes. Boy, it's been a quick game. It made up for the rest of the kind of long game and all the free throws in the first game and fouls.
Tell you what, Mr. Myers is a big, strong young man. I bet he can exert a little muscle down there in the paint.
Yes. Looks like there might be some linebackers or tackles out there, too.
Myers takes a 3. He's open for it. Good-looking shot from the big man as he missed it just off to the left. But I'll tell you what, that nice rotation on it was a good-looking shot.
It did. Look how he backed up and came down the floor there. Never hesitated a bit. But I think everybody has played now for Meadville, have they not? Except Corzette, obviously.
All right, they did have some freshmen that played junior high during the junior high season, so they are no longer on the roster. Taryn Baker was one of those. He had been with the Eagles most of the season, but no longer on the roster. Logan Newman with another one. I'm trying to get him 20 in this one.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 13.
Timeout on the floor. The Eagles out in front big, 68-25. A quick break. Back with more right after that here on 810 WHP TV. Well, they fooled us, Chuck. A quick substitution, all that was, not a break. So we're back to the action here on 810 WHP TV.
We didn't miss anything, really. It's going to be kind of hectic right now, the rest of the way.
They take care of this guy, TP's Barbershop in Chillicothe. It's located at 732 Washington. That's right next to Royal Inn Pizza. We're thrilled to have TP's on board for tonight's broadcast, and ask that you keep TP's in mind the next time you're looking for a haircut for yourself or a family member. Telephone number of TP 660-707-1717. Give Cherry a call, a former Meadville Eagles standout himself.
And Nolan Keel, number 32, will check in.
Nolan Keel.
He's a junior,
in for
so I think 13, that everybody has played now.
15,
and that would be
23, Chris Wood.
Another
14 players in the ball game for Meadville. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 have scored.
And number 33,
Coach Larson, you know, giving his players, giving a little love coming off the court, well deserved, and good to see that exchange between players and coaches.
Exactly. Joe Myers comes back out. Too bad he couldn't have got that one shot that he launched here. Clock continues to run, and people continue to leave the Chillicothe High School gymnasium here in a 68-25 ball game.
Daniel Murphy into the game now for Meadville. I'm not sure if you caught that, but number 21,
I did not get him, and thank you for calling that to my attention.
He's a sophomore and a good little player, too. He's another long, kind of lean kid.
I think he's trying to get one more kid in the ball game.
Sean Muck coming back in. And Trevor Corzette. We're going to keep it here, Chuck.
Corzette's going to go.
That's pretty awesome right there. Trevor Corzette going to come back into the game for the Eagles. And folks, you hear that round of applause for that young man. He's going to get in the game here at sectional play, and he's a happy young man right now.
I'll tell you what, the recovery he made when he was laying in that hospital, and there he is out on the basketball floor. Isn't that great?
Chase Thorne into the game for Meadville as well.
And the fans knew it, didn't they? And they're on their feet. 68-25, TA with the basketball. He got them all in. Got 15 players in the game.
What do you think of the size of the sophomore number 53, Chase Thorne?
Yes. I'll tell you what, he might go some more. You know it?
Right. Trevor Corzette gets the ball off to Sean Muck. Now they get it to Keel at the right elbow. They lob it in for Thorne. It's taken away, though.
Yeah, that was not a good pass. Thorne he looks like a football tackle. You know it?
He does. Of course, we talked about TP's Barbershop, son of Terry Thorne, and tell you what, he's got a nice soft touch and things underneath the basket. He's going to play significant minutes for the Eagles in the upcoming years. Murphy knocked to the floor.
Meadville scored 6 points this quarter. Kind of Avalon, too. That's a real change.
That is definitely a real change. This one got to end. The Meadville Eagles headed off to the state quarterfinals again. They'll play up in Kirksville on the campus of Truman State University. That's coming up Saturday, I believe. And
Saturday afternoon.
We'll get the details on that together. We'll also get our scoring together. Come back and we may try to grab Coach Darren Smith as well. Right now, we'll go ahead and take care of our sponsors for the broadcast. We appreciate all of them. Appreciate them letting me fumble through the technology here this evening as well. Meadville wins at 68-25. Back with more after these messages here on 810 WHB TV.
Thank you to the Transfer Corporation. And we thank you to the NHB, Missouri State High School Activity Association.
At 1059thewave.com. Give us a try and see how we glorify Him and encourage you.
Just say Jesus.
Golf season is right around the corner. Make Green Hills Golf Course in Chillicothe your first choice for play. The course offers large sweeping greens and forgiving fairways and makes for an enjoyable round for players of all skill levels. We also offer a full-service golf shop, stocking Nike Golf, Bridgestone, Titleist, and FootJoy products. The course also conducts golf club fittings using the Mizuno golf fitting system. Be sure to check us out on Facebook by searching Chillicothe Golf or on Twitter at Golf Chillicothe. You can also check out the website, greenhillsgolfcourse.com, or call 660-646-6669.
Whatever you require for audio, video, and broadcast solutions, it's Professional Video Supply. PVS is a leading supplier and integrator of pro video and audio gear for the Midwest. For the boardroom, worship, production houses, medical facilities, TV stations, and sports networks, PVS has it. Canon, Sony, Yamaha, Sharp, and hundreds of others. From a single camera or touchscreen display to an entire TV studio, remember Professional Video Supply, the official video source for 810 WHB TV at pvskc.com. pvskc.com.
See what a smile can do. A helpful smile for you.
Whatever it takes to make you happy, that's our promise.
And that's my job.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, that's something to smile about.
The words warm and friendly and the word taxes don't seem to go together, do they? But there is one place where those words do go together. And if you've ever dealt with the certified public accountants at Lockridge, Constant, and Conrad, you already know that. From the moment you meet Jill at the front desk until your questions are answered or your tax computations are done, you get a definite feeling that the folks at Lockridge, Constant, and Conrad want to help you. Come see for yourself at 448 Washington in Chillicothe or call 646-6911 for an appointment. Or check out their other two locations in Trenton and Princeton. Lockridge, Constant, and Conrad, LLC.
Whether it's a birthday, anniversary, or just to show someone special that you care, give the gift that keeps on giving. Precious jewelry from Lauhoff Jewelry. Surprisingly affordable and always to be treasured, a gift of diamonds and gold will provide years of enjoyment for the ones you love. Lauhoff Jewelry has 2 locations to serve you. See us in the Williams Shopping Center in Trenton and on the west side of the square, downtown Chillicothe.
It's special Lauhoff's jewelry and gifts.
A drastic situation calls for drastic action. Recent winter weather and heavy snowfall has left major furniture manufacturers overstocked. Now they must clear out huge amounts of inventory immediately. Clark's Furniture in Chillicothe agreed to sell off their overstocks at greatly reduced prices and is now conducting a massive one-time weather emergency sale. But time is running out. This is a major opportunity to use your tax refund to save on a huge selection of name brand furniture and mattresses, all at savings of up to 50% off. You may never never ever see leading furniture and mattress makers like FlexSteel, Lazy Boy, Broyhill, Ashley, and Serta at prices like this again. Before time runs out, find recliners from just $188. Buy a select dining room group and receive a 24-piece dinnerware set, a $140 value, absolutely free. And take advantage of closeout prices on Serta iComfort and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. Your tax refund dollars go further at Clark's. Don't wait. These are the final days of the weather emergency sale at Clark's Furniture in Chillicothe.
My name is Marion Harder. My wife Sue Rose and I have been a part of this community since 1950, and we've been coming to Chillicothe Ford for the last 30 years. I guess you could say I am old school and like it when things are done right the first time and done in a timely fashion, and this is why, in my mind, Chillicothe Ford is a dealership for me. They are not the biggest car dealer, but I learned when I was dealing in Kansas City that bigger is not always better from a customer service perspective. Their service is top-notch, and the Tranthams deal with integrity. But don't take my word for it. Drop by Chillicothe Ford today and see for yourself.
It takes money to make money, a familiar expression said many times over. This is Cayena, a BTC bank, where we can lend you the money you need. Money for ag operations, cars, boats, new roofs, new homes, new businesses, and new dreams. BTC Bank with the locations in Bethany, Gallatin, Albany, Pattonsburg, Chillicothe, Lamoni, and our newest location in Carrollton. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Community minded, just like you.
And we're back here at the home of the Hornets, Chillicothe High School. Rod Tompkins, directly to my right, Chuck Haney, and directly to his right, the head coach of the Meadville Eagles, that's Coach Darren Smith. And Coach, a resounding victory. And I tell you what, this one started off just the way you hoped it would. Your team races out to a quick early lead. A lot of that good offense that's a result of good defense.
Yeah, I thought we came out and defended really well right off the bat. We had a game plan on what we wanted to do, and that was cut off their dribble penetration. Last time we played them, they really dribble penetrated, and we got out of position, didn't rotate well, did a lot of things wrong, the last time we played them. And the last time we played him, T.J. Schmitz wasn't with us, and, he makes a lot of difference on our team, not just shooting, but just the different things. You saw him make a couple nice passes in there and did a lot of different things that help us to be successful. And I just thought that the combination of the intensity we came out with, the defensive intensity, and then we dribble penetrated. I mean, that was something we did pretty well tonight. So, a good game for us against a team. We have a lot of respect for Tyne Avalon. We've been in their conference for a lot of years. So, but glad it came out the way it did.
And Tyne Avalon, we want to give them some credit too, just like you do, Coach. They've got a pretty bright future in front of them. Big, tall kids like Luke Sharan, the O'Neill kid, a nice player, Max Sinclair. So they've got some really good years coming, and they're playing good basketball already. And we talked a little bit about defense, and I got a couple other things that really stand out. Of course, the guys we expected to do some scoring tonight for you all did that. Guys like Cade Shiflett and Dalton Palmer, and of course T.J. Schmitz. And but I tell you what, defensively, your bigs really stood up here this evening. Colton Friesner, Blake Burkholder, I don't know how many blocks they had together. I guarantee you it was in double figures.
Yeah, both of them did, and especially Blake. I thought he altered a ton of shots tonight, and then Colton to go get the rebound. I mean, I don't have that in front of me at all, but I know at one time he blocked 2 or 3 in a row down here at this end, and he was really impacting the game.
But I'm guessing Cade Shiflett probably to be somewhere around 15 rebounds. He seemed to be everywhere on the boards here tonight.
He's really been rebounding. About the last 6 or 7 or 8 games, he's averaging 11 or 12 a game. I mean, he's really playing at a high level. Listen, there's a lot of kids playing at a high level. Logan Newland.
I was getting there.
He comes off the bench and puts up double figures. Had a great game in the district championship game. Both my bigs in Colton and Blake we're finally starting to play tough. We've played soft for quite a bit of the year. We're finally figuring out how to play tough. My guards kept the kids in front of them tonight and then rotated well enough to get their hands and deflect some passes. So, really came together real nice for us.
Didn't expect to see it. We saw number 3 in the game.
That was pretty neat, wasn't it? It was good to see Trevor. He and I talked about it. And actually, Derek, my son, said something to me about the last game. If you get a chance, you ought to get him out there. And, it worries me an awful lot because he's still he's still not completely healed up, completely healthy. But I was having to talk him out of doing stuff the whole time, to stay back and just be out there. Just enjoy being out there one more time.
I'll tell you what, we probably had some scouts in attendance or someone scouting for your quarterfinal opponent. It's going to be Community or Marion County. But there's a point where maybe one of those schools, you might have snuck Logan Newman by him, and they might not have known about him and come in. Marion County wouldn't happen because he had, I believe, it was 8 huge points against them last year, so they well know about him. The last 2 games, he has came in and he has played like a man possessed. We already knew he played, in the high post last year as an extremely undersized post player, but his strength, his caginess, and his clutch play are huge.
Yeah, and he's slashing to the basket really hard now. And see, he did that earlier this year, but he just wasn't finishing. He was, I don't know, expecting contact, looking for contact. Now he's just playing. And when a kid just plays, they usually do a lot better job.
And just nice all-around team play by your squad, spreading the scoring out. That's been kind of a hallmark of your team, especially this year. It seems like it just makes you that much tougher to defend for other teams. That many more options they've got to worry about. You've got to feel great about that part.
Yeah, definitely. And if you take away one guy, somebody else has been stepping up lately, and that's important. And to be successful at where we're at in the playoffs, you've got to have that. You can't rely on one guy. I've had 1 or 2 guys before, and 1 or 2 can't beat 5. And so we got 5 guys right now, and I'm really happy with the 5 we're starting. And then you tip your hat to Logan, and Tyler Dinsmore came in and gave me great minutes tonight. So that's 7 deep, and I can go 1 or 2 more if I'm feeling comfortable. And I like where we're at right now.
That's one thing I wanted to touch on. Then I'm going to let Chuck ask you a couple questions here. I'll shut up for a change. But just how important has it been over the course of this great run that you and the girls coach Tony Fairchild have had over the course of the past 7, 8 to 10 years, really even, especially the last 7 or 8, just great runs by both boys and girls. How important is it the tradition? There's always been a pretty rich tradition of basketball in Meadville, but it has just continued to be further cultivated. You've got a very long and deep bench, and these guys going at each other every day in practice. Tell us just how much of a benefit it is to have that many quality kids and that next group ready to step in when somebody like Colton Friesner exits this year.
Right. It is very important because these kids, we talk about a lot about a legacy, at Meadville and how, when your playing days are over, the most important thing you can do is prepare the next group to take your place. And we really believe that because these kids, I haven't had a selfish kid. I don't know. I can't remember a selfish kid I had. So, you look down here on this end, all my old players are down here at this end high-fiving and happy as can be for this bunch of kids. Some of them didn't get a chance to play in Columbia. Some of them last year did. They want this group to go back, and that's just part of what we try to build, that togetherness that it doesn't matter if you graduated in 05 or 14, we're rooting for each other, and that helps tremendously.
That togetherness, that cohesiveness, all of them brothers, all of them have played under Coach Darren Smith there, and I tell you what, you had some great players that never got to make a trip to that Final Four out there, living a little bit vicariously through this current group.
I would agree with that, and they enjoy it.
No doubt about it. Great to see the support of all the fans and everyone else, and a great group of assistant coaches you have. I'll let Chuck have you now, though. But congratulations. We'll look forward to the game at Kirksville as well. Best of luck to you in that one.
All right. Thank you.
Well, I just really have a couple of things to say because I can talk with him again for our Friday show before they play at Kirksville on Saturday. But you're talking about going back to the Final Four. Well, one more win and you're going back there, Coach.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, though.
This is 7 trips, but again, as I said when you sat down, they came out ready to play. They came out focused. And you know what? After beating them almost as bad the first time, then playing them within 12 or 14, and they were playing pretty good basketball. I saw them in the CLAA tournament. I saw them, get ready to come to the district, and they played pretty good team basketball. And they won 17 ball games. They're going to be decent next year in that CLAA.
Oh, definitely.
So, but again, the key is it's been pointed out here time and time again, and all season long. You've got a lot of young people. You've got youth on this basketball team, and they're learning a lot every ball game that you go deeper into the season, and that's going to do nothing but help you, as far as I'm concerned, as you continue postseason play.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, and for years to come. those kids are learning for years to come. So that's an important part of what we're trying to do.
Well, I think it was a great thing to see Trevor Corzette go out on the playing floor service. You got 15 kids into the ball game, and a great crowd. Meadville is just absolutely fantastic in their support, Coach.
Yeah, the crowd was awesome, and it has been the last few games, and so really appreciative of them and the noise they make and the energy that they give us.
Well, we'll visit more with Coach, and we want to wrap it up here. They won it again by a score of 68-25. They come out gunning and take a 25-9 lead in the opening 8 minutes. It was never a contest from then on. We certainly want to thank all of our fine sponsors that have been with us here tonight, and remind you that we'll be on WHB TV and we'll be streaming live from Kirksville on Saturday afternoon. Right, partner?
That's a fact. We will be there, and I want to take this opportunity to thank Jim Bly, who helped get things set up here before he took off to St. Joe. Also to the man behind the camera tonight, Bryce Griffin, former Chillicothe Hornet standout soccer player and a fine young man. He was here to help us this evening, stepped in, and really appreciate his help as well. Again, the final in this one, Chuck, 68-25. The Meadville Eagles move on to state quarterfinal play against either Community or Marion County. We'll know that answer shortly. But I want to thank all of our sponsors, everyone for tuning in, everyone that helped out here on 810 WHB TV.